Episode 5.
Episode
Yes.
5.
Parang pink.
Tsaka
Eh,
parang
napapansin niyo ba, subscribers?
parang
mga
bago,
kailangan.
no? May pa-TV sa likod.
May pa-logo.
May pa-logo. May pa-sequins ng damit.
Oo.
Dahil dyan, gusto natin i-acknowledge ang Blank Space.
Yes.
No? Co-working
Space.
space.
Thank you.
Blank Space, co-working space here in Marikina.
Yes.
Charlie Vili, si
Yes.
Chan, Albert, thank you. Yan. So, if you want to inquire about slots, no, pwede sila mag-aral dito,
It's
mag-meeting.
very
Yan.
nice.
So, ito po yung aming venue ngayon is care of Blank Space Marikina. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay. So, kung mapapansin nyo, kami ay naka-pink ngayon.
Yes.
I think kami today.
Because
It's International Women's Month.
Yes. Ito, we are doing this episode to celebrate, no? To
Yes.
celebrate women and their contribution in the society.
And also to empower women.
At dahil dyan, we have actually invited a very special guest.
first time oh my God.
Sige. So, we invited a special guest right now who is also a doctor.
Yes.
Pinasok niya ang mundo na kung saan it is dominated by
Men.
So, etong guest namin today actually brave the opportunity
Mm-mm.
and to train sa mundo ng
Men.
men. At dahil dyan, please welcome Dr. Elaine
Maganda kasi, di ba?
So, hello everyone. First of all, hello, subscriber. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your time with us. I know it's very, very important that you have a lot of things to do, but you're here and we're very grateful.
Maraming salamat for the invitation.
Surgeon siya. At hindi lang basta-basta surgeon. O sige, ano ba yung pinursu mo na career sa surgery?
Okay, so hello everyone. So I'm Lay. I am one of the few urologic surgeons in the country. There are only 26 female urologic surgeons in the
in
Philippines.
the Philippines.
So urology deals with diseases of the kidney. So kidney is bato sa Tagalog. So yung mga bato sa bato, UTI, mga STDs, no? Also the tumors of the urinary tract. So tumors of the kidney, tumors of the bladder, tumors of the prostate.
Basta sa urinary tract.
Urinary tract. Siyempre, pag sinabi natin urinary tract, both men and women. Pero siyempre, pag sinabi natin genitourinary tract, mas mahaba kasi ang genitourinary
Correct.
tract ng men. Kaya mas maraming diseases ang men.
Mas
Mas
complicated.
mahaba.
Yes.
So, ibig mo sabihin, most of your patients are men.
It is actually true. In my practice, at least 70% ang lalaki talaga.
Yung 30% na yun, usually anong mga cases sa babae?
So normally sa mga babae, mga incontinence, yung mga matatanda, mga
Post-menopause.
menopause, yes, or mga post-surgical patients. Tapos, of course, UTI sa mga babae. Very common yan sa atin.
Yeah.
May mga pediatric din with genitourinary concerns. So kasama din sila.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes,
Ali, why urology? It's not the common route for women to take it.
Actually, ako honestly, nung med school, for some reason, it did not spark interest. Ikaw, ano bang pinaka-closest thing na nagawa mo?
Sa tututoy.
Matuto urology.
Ano, tuli. Circumcision, tsaka folic acid insertion na difficult. Mga
Yes.
ganun. Pero may I share lang as subscriber sa sobrang galing ko pag-circumcise. Kahit hindi na ako duty, on-call pa rin ako. Ang dahil bikat. Kasi nasabi ako ng mga bata na pag nagamit mo na yan, huwag mong kakalimutan. Kaya biyabay ka tuloy sa'yo.
Okay.
Ako talaga, yung kunyari, matanda na. Kasi bata, okay lang, tuliin mo eh. Pero awkward pag kunyari,
Binata.
Oo, tapos parang ano kung gagawin ko? Yung parang indifferent ka, yung parang, insert lang ako. Yung walang lambing, yung walang, hindi parang, walang eye-to-eye contact. Sir, insert na ako
Yeah,
Sige.
that's why I was wondering. And then it's not usual for women to like, sige nga, mag-urology ako. So, Lewa, why did you choose it?
In my case, getting into urology was not really the original plan. So, I knew, nung nasa med school tayo, I knew that I would be choosing a cutting specialty. That's why I got into general surgery. So, sa general surgery, sa second year kasi, meron kaming rotation. Yun yung subspecialty rotation. Then when I was in urology, one of my consultants, masyado niyang sinishare sa akin lahat ng cases. Kapag mag-scrub ako sa kanya, almost skin to skin niya ipagawa sa akin ng mga cancer niya. Ito yung mga varicocele. But he would also give me mga renal mass, nephrolithotomy. There came a point na sinabi niya na, ay, ko ba talaga mag-uro? Alam mo, napaisip ako kasi when he was telling me, kukunti ka lang ang neurosurgeon sa Pilipinas. Parang that time, parang 200 plus pa lang sila. Parang sabi ko, oo nga, no? Why not try neurology? Then siguro, magaling lang talaga na si God, inalaw niya talaga akong maging urologist kasi it's very difficult to enter into a urologic training program. Ang urology training program kasi, during our time, 9 accredited training institutions lang sila sa Philippines. So, there were only 9 before. Ngayon po, mas marami na. They would only admit 1 or 2 residents
Per year.
I got really lucky. Kasi that time, remember second year GS na ako nung nalaman ko na, and then, there was an opportunity that opened up. So, I got into a lateral program. Kaya sabi ko, naku, ipupursue ko na talaga.
It's the stars align.
Nag-surgery residency ka pa, no? Tama ba?
Yes.
Nag-GS residency ka pa. Yung decision pa lang to go to GS, to general surgery, as a female, as a female, and then pushing your boundaries pa to take urology, may mga internal struggles ka ba nun?
So, ako talaga, my main interest kasi is cutting specialty. So, dahil nga nag-evolve na gusto ko na ng neurology, sabi ko whatever it takes na
push na.
hirapan. Alam naman natin, kakaunti lang ang babae sa Euro. So, mas marami talagang lalaki during residency. Dahil nga sabi ko, ipupursue ko to, I have my family to inspire me. So, talagang nag-push lang ako hanggang matapos ako ng residency. Remember, that's 6 years. Ang Euro program na kasi ngayon is straight program. So, 2 years of general surgery and then 4 years.
Kasi may straight program
Yes, straight program.
Then, my question is, I know it's kind of personal, but you're married, Doctora.
Yes, I'm married.
But kasi with that, di ba, syempre, your husband is not showbiz.
Not showbiz.
Pag sinabi namin not showbiz, sabihin, hindi from the medical field. So, kung may boyfriend ka or asawa ka na non-showbiz, ibig sabihin, non-medical yun. So, si Doktora, non-showbiz. Sige.
Ayun, so, paano yun during your training, during your residency, paano siya nasingit? Kasi ako, kunyari, the guys, at one point, oh my God, ang galing nito. Kaya ka.
Nakaka-intimidate. Nakaka-intimidate kasi parang,
number 1, surrounded ka na talaga ng mga lalaki.
Or paano ka papasok?
Oo, diba? Tsaka, yun nga yung tanong ko, siya naligaw dito kay Doktora sa surgery. Wow! Ang ganda-ganda dito.
which is, by the way, bagay na, nanalo siya as, ano nga yun? Ano nga yung sinalihan mo?
Miss Urology first.
There's a Euroverse.
Nag-pageant. Miss Universe.
First runner-up.
Hindi kasi funny, sa Euro talaga, meron kaming Mr. and Miss Urology. And that's being done annually. So hanggang ngayon, it's still going on. So part talaga siya. At kumbaga parang yun yung initiation mo. May mga institutions kasi wala na silang babae eh. So pag puro lalaki, they will get an intern. They will get a co-resident para mo-partneran. So ang cool kasi puro mga doktor sila. Kaya nakakatawa.
Going back to sa question.
Yun yan. So, how did you meet the one?
Okay. My the one. Hello. Shout out to my husband. So, I met my husband after my residency. Yes. So, lahat ng struggles ko nung residency, kapag kinukwento ko na siya ngayon, parang sabi niya, I wish I was there.
Oh!
But, what's funny is, can I just share? Pandemic kasi wala tayong face-to-face. Syempre, di ba sabi nga natin, ano bang kasama dyan? Penis, tits, di ba? Diyos ko, minsan talaga, merong mga mag-online consultation, na, Dok, ano ba ito nakita ko sa scrotum ko? Tapos magpapadala sila ng picture.
Wait lang. So, at some point, yung laman ng
Yes!
iPhone, na phone mo, ay puro picture ng mga young badudes.
Yes!
Grabe. Parang ganyan din mo din.
Initially, yung husband ko, syempre, magugulat pa siya, parang, ano ba yan? Talaga ba? Na ito yung magpapacheck sa'yo, parang, pero nasanay na siya. Kasi it's been 3 years na married kami.
Pero yung napadala sa'yo, nakalambot o nakakalambot?
All kinds talaga. Kaya, alam mo, hindi ka tatahiya kasi minsan, halimbawa, nasa mall ka. Tapos may biglang dadaan na waiter, may nag-refer sa iyong presidente. Kaya yun, nagkatahiya ko na ito. Alam, yun ang aking,
And butter niya yun.
Kaya, minsan nakatahiya.
Tapos, zinuzoom pa niya.
Shot dito. So, pero nasanay talaga si husband.
At some point during your marriage, walang insecurity.
Nagsiselo.
So, I'm very lucky to have my husband. Talagang very close siya sa circle of friends. Very close siya sa mga, so it also turned out.
Yan.
She's close naman pala siya sa may mga friends ka pa.
So it turned out na yung circle ko ngayon, where I work, he would join the strat planning. Close talaga siya sa circle ko. Kaya, parang gusto.
Yes. Ano bang field siya?
Sa aviation yung husband.
Baka may close friends din ko sa aviation. Hindi lang kalapating susulang ang militar.
Okay.
Di mataas pa naman ang kalapati mo.
Ano naman?
Pag yan, so circle friends, may circle friends mo, puro boys yun.
Remember, there are already 26 and counting female urologic surgeons sa Athens. Nagkataon, close din talaga ang actually, nung residency. Nung residency namin, iba-iba kami ng hospitals, iba-iba kami ng training, pero we get to see each other, like, talk about hardships ng residency. Minsan over coffee, minsan over iyakan. Until now, that's so nice. Pa rin kami, close pa rin kami.
Ngayon, Doc, medyo seryoso na itong tanong ko. Sa tingin mo, Doc, ano yung perspective from a woman na madadala mo sa field na pinasok mo? Ano ba ang timpla ng babae na pwede niyang i-offer sa mundo ng mga lalaking surgeon?
So, siguro, I'll start with how we are with patients.
Yes.
I think in my practice, being a woman, I tend to be more collaborative with my patient. Nasa nature natin yung machika tayo. Di ba parang sa akin, in my practice, parang I tend to spend more time with them sa clinic. So, mas marami kaming nadidiscuss. Tapos, I get to build rapport with my patients. Kasi, rin ako anak din ako So, mostly nga, men yung pasyente natin, mostly seniors. So, alam mo yun, parang feeling mo anak ka ng isang tatay, So, yun yung,
usually malambing pagbabae
sa tatay. Malambing tayo sa tatay. Not only that, I am also a wife. Alam nyo naman sa Euro, far intimate ang mga problems. Mga erectile dysfunction, mga incontinence, mga prostate problems. So, whenever I get to interview patients na ganito, kumbaga, ang side din ng babae, nakukwento ko sa kanya. Na, huwag po kayong mag-worry. Kasi po, yung wife nyo, ganito rin po yung nararamdaman niya. Kasi ako rin po, may asawa din po ako. So, yung viewpoint ba, wives and spouse.
Dad, it's not about the size, no? Remember. Ang nag-exercise yan.
Performance
Sa
ng subscriber
performance
siya.
Tapos, yun, Doc Ayman, yung kanina yung question mo, ano pa yung sa ibang parte we bring into urology? I think one of which is we are surrounded by medical students din sa hospital. So, syempre, when they see surgery, ang stereotype kasi is lalaki. Ay, urologist pala si doktora. Yes, na-inspire sila. That's why, parang, ay, pwede naman pala mag-euro. Parang kahit pala petit, kahit pala kikay, kahit
Ang ganda-ganda.
Tapos hawakan ethics.
So, ito, tingin mo ba, female urologists should exert more effort than their male counterparts?
For me, not really.
Okay.
No, kasi although ito talaga, meron talagang gender bias, if I may say.
Correct.
So, in terms of gender bias, tandaan natin na sa Pilipinas tayo. Nasa conservative country kasi tayo. So, preference ng lalaki, sa lalaki siya magpapatigil.
Yeah.
Katulad nga nung sinabi ko na they have far more intimate problems. So, syempre, yung stigma na bakit ako mag-open up sa isang babae na doktora, di ba? So, that's our preference, no? So, kami, if for example na mas komportable ka na mag-open up sa isang lalaki na urologist, that's good. Pero kung gusto mo rin, nasa akin din, then I can help you with your problem. I don't think that we need to exert more effort kasi pare-pareho kami ng pinag-aralan, no? Pare-pareho kami ng alam na skills. It's just on how we approach the patient, on how we yes.
Hanggang saan umabot yung point ng pagbibigay mo ng, apart from medical advice, minsan pa tinanong ka na din na sexual advice.
Yes.
Nagganyan, as a female.
Yes.
And then your client is a male.
Yes.
So, minsan ba tinanong ka na rin ba, Doktor, suggest mo kasi i-measure yung sex life namin, gano'n. Umabot ba sa gano'n yung conversation at some point in your career?
Yes, meron talagang ganyan conversations. Marami talagang mga cases, especially sa mga elderly men. But ako, like I always tell my patients, pwede po, next time po, visit po kayo with your wife.
Good job.
Usap ko din po si mami. Kasi baka naman po pala, kaya pala hindi kayo satisfied kasi may problema din po si mami. May menopause din. Tapos sa men, andropause. So, gusto ko pareho
ma-address pareho.
Yes,
I
nakakausap.
like that. Gusto ko yun.
naman.
Na, I think yung generation ng mga doctors ngayon, hindi na like before na very paternalistic. Hindi po, sumunod ka sa akin, ito sabihin ko, ganyan. Pero kasi ngayon, mas maging collaborative. Involved. Katulad, as a female urologist, no? Nice to hear na I hear concern, no? And sino yung mga people around you that we can also help to empower you.
Pero doktor, pag ganyan, meron bang, pag nakita ka na, girl pala.
May times na ba na gano'n na parang naka-appointment na patient na bigay na sa in-chart. Tapos nung pagpasok, babae ka pala doon.
Siyempre, ang mga ganong patients, kumbaga, parang minsan walk-in, wala talaga silang kakilala. They will see your name outside, medyo, gender neutral din yung name ko. Okay, Dr. Sapno. Tapos pagpasok nila sa clinic, ay, Doc, babae po pala kayo. So, ako, ang laging approach ko doon is, okay, Dad, halimbawa, kayo po ba, hindi komportable magpa-check up sa akin, meron po tayong ibang urologist na available ngayong hapon. Ganon. But, more often than not, I will still see them.
Ay, wow.
So, wala pang instance
Meron ng mga konti.
Konti.
Yeah, meron na. Kasi sabihin nila, Dok, naiya ako kasi. Dok, naiya ako magpa-physical exam.
Ang ganda mo kasi.
Baka kasi bumalik agad yung erectile dysfunction.
Siguro, Ayman, kung ikaw pa siguro yung urologist, ay, sige, Dr. Bo. Di ba? Parang, hindi ko sabihin, mukhang, sa'yo nasanay ka mag-handle. So, parang, bihasatong si Dr. Ayman. Siya yung urologist ko, Isip mo bang urologist na kano?
Yeah.
Diba?
Ako, diba?
Gusto nyo palabas.
Ang akin lang naman. Minsan, minsan nakikita niyo sa akong bihasa.
Parang sanay na sana.
Oh, God, yeah.
Gusto pa din maging Miss Europe.
Okay, like that, What if nagkagyan?
Euroverse. Nakuha niya sa scrub. Hindi pa ako ni tayong judge. Uy, brace yourself na baka ako ni tayong judge sa Mr. and Miss Euroverse 2025. Manifesting.
Yeah. So yung kay Doktora, so do you feel bad about it?
No, actually no.
Lalo na pag HMO, no?
Kasi, parang din yan sa mga counterpart natin, na OB na mga male. So, ako din, I understand their preference. And I respect their preference.
It's nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
Ay, gusto mo ba magpa-ID sa lalaki? Hindi.
And usually, ang joke nila is, dito tayo kay doktora kasi pag nag-rectal exam to, maliit yung kamay.
Ito. Sige. Ipupush ko pa yung question At some point, may nangyari ba that you felt you were harassed?
Yeah.
So, what I do in my practice kasi, I am always assisted by a nurse or my secretary. No?
That's
So,
another person present.
So, I have one hospital na talaga I deal with all men. I have a nurse na talagang lagi siyang nandyan pag nagkiklinik ako kasi ano na nila yun na kapag lagi na sa consultation ng PE.
Correct.
Dok, namamaga po yung kailangan kitang i-PE. Kailangan kong kapain yan. So, I would call, my nurse, please come into my room, ganyan. Tapos, mag-examine kami. So, never ko naman na-feel.
Na-feel na parang na-harass
Never
ka.
na. Some patients nga with joke, halimbawa, yung mga elderly talaga, mga 70s, 80s, Tay, Dad, maglalagay lang po ako ng catheter. Sasabihin nila, naku, Iha, hindi na ako mahihiya sa'yo, parang anak na lang kita.
No, correct.
So, ganun.
Ito. Isa pa, ipupush ko pa yung question Ipupush ko pa.
Push.
How do you handle situation like pinipiin mo siya tapos tinigasan siya?
So, that happens sometimes. No? Pero ang sinasabi ko is, relax lang talaga. I just need to do the physical exam and then I do it fast. I do it precise. Tapos,
Professional talaga.
Professional.
Ganun naman talaga. Alam mo naman paluin mo. Uy! What? Uy! Ano ba? Ganun. Utusan mo, diba? Kaya kalmado lang.
Gawin kitang tinola. Yung manok mo dyan. Yan.
Natawa ako.
Hindi ba? Ikaw, Ayman, ano kaya? Hindi. Basta ang keyword agad is professional.
Ako naman. Kagatin mo.
Na-reach mo na ba yung goal?
Yun yung next goal.
Tayo naman kasi bilang doctors, ang goal natin is to be certified, di ba? Board certified in the field that we've chosen. So, I've already reached that. So, sabi ko, maraming salamat, Lord. Okay na ako. But I think, one aspect in my career now is that full circle moment na rin ako. And now, I am involved in a training institution. So now, I get to mentor. Kumbaga, parang yun na yung ko na, ay, okay na ako. Parang
officer pa siya.
masaya na.
Marami.
Cheers! And actually, I have a female resident.
Oh, okay, that's nice, no? He gets to return. Diba?
Yeah.
Bring it back. Diba?
And also, yung
Paying it forward.
Yeah. Yung nabigay sa kanya ng mentor niya before.
Yes.
Ngayon, siya naman na yung nag-inspire na sa next generation.
Pag tinanong sa'yo, so, kunyari, i-convince mo kami tatlo.
Oo.
I-convince mo kami tatlo to be a urologist.
Ano sasabihin mo sa akin?
If ever merong isang, how will you convince a girl to pursue urology?
So, magkaiba kasi yun If you're speaking to a child, medyo mahirap kasing i-grasp yung urology kapag kausap mo yung isang bata. But definitely, kung kausap ko yung isang medical student, I think one of the selling points for my field is that dalawa kasi ang aming practice. We are clinicians.
Oh, yeah.
And we are surgeons. So, clinicians kasi, you get to do medical management. Kasi may medical management ang neuro Medical management of stones, medical management of UTI, STDs. Then, there's the other more exciting part, which is you are also a surgeon. So, kumbaga parang, sa akin kasi, yun ang more anxiety.
May duality.
Oo, may duality.
Pag kunyari, ayaw mo mag-opera, magma-manage mo na ako.
Yeah, but there's always parang,
It goes hand in hand.
yeah, like in my practice, umaga, magkiklinik muna ako, or early in the morning, mag-o-opera muna ako, then clinic in between, then mag-o-opera ulit ako. So, alam mo yun, parang hindi siya,
Draggy.
yes.
Hindi
Parang
monotonous.
exciting siya, yes. Pero, of course, you need to have interest kasi.
No,
We have to have interest.
You have to do it for yourself.
Yes.
You have to like what you're doing.
Yes.
That's why you're good with what you do because it's obvious that you like it, diba?
Anything that you are very proud of?
So first of all, I'm very grateful to all the mentors and of course my family din na talagang sumubaybay kasi ang surgery hindi siya madali. Pero they were the ones who got me going. And now I'm proud na I get to give something back to them. Di ba ngayon, parang kapag kasama natin yung family natin, mami, ano gusto mo? Di ba? Mami, saan mo gusto mo travel? And so, ito yung mga moments na tayo na.
Susuklian mo na lahat. Sakripisyo na lang para sa'yo.
Tama yun. That's why, that's really something I'm very proud of. And then also, I'm proud to be part of a training institution. So, my training institution is actually one of the newly accredited training institutions in the country. So, now, I get to experience being the mentor. I get to experience handling residents na...
Ano yung pinaka-complicated case na na-handle mo? Complicated neurosurgical case na nahirapan ka.
For me, it's always the cancer patients.
Okay.
No? Kasi syempre, part of urology kasi we deal with tumors, no? Renal tumors, prostate tumors. Ako, although I love doing surgery sa prostate, pero isa talaga siya sa challenging. Kasi sometimes it takes 4 to 6 hours para ma-operahan mo, no? Pero after pa nun, yung aftercare. Kasi tandaan nyo, hindi lang naman kami sa operating room, may aftercare pa. So, alam mo yung you deal with the side effect, deal with how to manage their expectations, lalo na kung yung outcome.
Yun sasabihin ko yung kunyari yung disclosure na after the biopsy, yan yung pinakamahirap yung kakausapin mo na.
So, sa field mo ngayon, may mga controversial practices, no, with the urology. Like, for example, sa mga sex reassignment surgery.
So, personally, wala pa.
Okay.
Sa akin, wala pa. But, we have neighboring countries na they're already doing that. Yes. So, yung recently concluded namin na annual convention, it was one of the topics. So, we're dealing with those cases already, but not just in the country, no? Pero we have neighboring countries na talagang pinapractice na nila.
Okay.
So, ako, on my end, kung halimbawa may mag-approach sa akin, why not? No, but I'm not the specialist.
As a female urologist, no, a trans woman came to you, and since babae ka naman, as a female urologist, would you do this for me? But for you, tingin mo isa ba yan sa mga directions na iniisip mo? Mukhang gagawin mo siya in the future.
Yes, kasi personally, kasi wala pa ako na-encounter. Pero based dun sa mga topics na pinakita nga nila during the annual convention, it's interesting.
Correct.
Pero ang daming complication.
Right.
Madami talaga siyang complication. Yung mga lalaki na nagpapa-reassign to being women, may prostate pa rin sila, remember? So that prostate can still have prostate problems.
Correct.
So that can enlarge, that can have prostate cancer.
Iba na yung management pa.
Exactly.
Parang a different set of training talaga siya. Baka ganyan bali, gano'ng katagal yung additional training for that, yung gender reassignment?
For gender reassignment kasi kumbaga parang it's another subspecialty. In terms of years, I'm just really not sure kasi nga walang nag-o-offer sa ibang bansa. Yes, walang nag-o-offer sa atin sa Philippines. But there are lots of subspecialties na pwedeng you go into after general urology. So, ako kasi, ang ano ko is minimally invasive.
Eternal scholar rin kasi ang bet. if you were given a chance to like tell yourself, your younger self, because you've been through a lot, I could imagine, what would you tell your younger self?
Abunda.
Girl, abunta.
Just nodding. Okay.
Ako, thank you, Doc. Napakaganda ng tanong niya. Napansin niyo ba na uso kasi ngayon, if you would have coffee with your younger self.
Correct.
Right.
So, if I'll
TikToker.
if I'll have the chance to talk to my younger self, I'd say thank you. Na pinaraso niya. Oh my God! Nag-crack na ako.
Talaga.
Yan lang.
Oh my God.
Miss Universe.
Ayun. Hindi ko kayo kakat niya na doon.
Because that was a question na if you could tell what would you tell your young?
Alam ko na yun, nung nag-thank you siya, parang naiiyak na naman. May love na dito.
Parang nag-crack na ang voice.
Don't know what I face.
Pero alam mo, nagkaabot kami ni Lay sa resident. She was a resident.
It's fine.
She was a resident. I was a fellow. Uy, Lay, operahan nyo ba? Ganyan kami. Lay, operahan nyo ba? Sige ko, sabi ko yung consultant ko, ganyan. But most of the time, actually, looking back, Lay, I observe, I see you. Andun siya sa isang corner.
Sorry
Wait lang.
Ako din, makakinig din kasi nakinig kasi ako nakita mo.
Okay, so... Ayan, sige.
Dami na impart sa atin ni Lay.
Dami na impart sa atin.
Oo nga, so engrossed.
And emotional.
So, para talagang ma-invite natin yung Women's Month.
Yes.
Lay, for the wrap-up question,
Yes.
what's your empowering message to the women out there?
Okay, so syempre may mga
Subscribers.
I think my take-home message is that gender does not define what you can achieve in life.
Short lang pero...
Short and sweet and very significant talaga.
Yeah.
So you might want to consider, no? Baka, are you convinced to take urology?
Nakikinig kasi kaya naman pala, no? Kaya na just have to be laser focused and this is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. And then the others who are like trying to play that, those are just white noise you have to ignore. Then just focus on what you want to do. Right?
I think this also applies to other professions as well.
Yeah.
Siguro at si Leila kasi parang na-push talaga yung limits niya talaga. Going to surgery, male-dominated, at dun pa siya napunta sa field na mas male-dominated. If you're a female and then who wants us to venture to other professions that are male-dominated. No?
Literally and figuratively, yung pagiging neurosurgeon, panghahawakan niyo.
True. Panghahawakan.
And I take home message ko sa inyo, subscribers.
Panghahawakan.
Can I just say, I really enjoyed. Maraming salamat for having me.
Sobrang na-enjoy din namin yung time namin.
Sorry. Ang dami kong questions, diba?
Nung pinakita niya yung picture mo, ang ganda na!
Grabe, it's inspiring, diba? I was just like listening. As in, engrossed ako. Kaya ng babae. Whatever the men can do, women can do it sometimes better. Right? Because there's a loving touch.
Okay, dahil sasayaw na tayo. Alam na tayo sa ating mga subscribers.
Yes.
Alright, so I hope you guys had a very fruitful and empowering episode.
Yes, I hope you got a lot from this.
Sige, once again, I'm Claro.
I'm Ayman.
I'm Anne.
And this has been Lay.
And this is
First Round. Congratulations! Baka may smile na lang. Parang mas madaling tulog.
For the career, for the business,
For the experience.
for the performance.
For the part alone.
Yes!
Retraction.